Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back to Intuitive Garden Tarot. If you're new here, my name is Nicole. I will be doing a reading for my Scorpio viewers, looking at the energy around you for the month of July 2025. Remember, you may book a personal reading with me at intuitivegardentarot.org. I would love to read with you one-on-one. Then it's much more specific for you and the details of your life. All right, Scorpio, let's see what we have for you. Seven of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Strength, Eight of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Artist, which is a specific major arcana card just for this deck. It's an extra one and it's beautiful. So let's dig in, Scorpio, and see what we have. In the recent past, the Page of Wands. Enthusiasm, looking out at new territory, trying something new, perhaps traveling to a new place, or just enthusiastic about a new experience. You might be working with children. This is a childlike energy of being willing to explore and see what's out there, like I said. Okay, you're showing up as the Seven of Cups. Interesting image here. Tune into that. Use your own intuition, Scorpio. But I feel like this is really taking your mask off and revealing your more authentic self. And that's not always easy. There may have been some struggle back and forth or inner conflict, as well as this might, I'm getting, make some people close to you or around you uncomfortable. One of the other messages of the Seven of Cups in general, the meaning of it is potential toxicity, and this can be chemical toxicity or pharmaceutical toxicity. And this is very specific. Some of you might be choosing to walk away from dealing with something in a chemical way, whether it's through alcohol, drugs, non-pharmaceuticals, and or pharmaceutical help. This is not advice. This is just what I'm getting might be coming up for some of you. You might have chosen to do that, to maybe walk away and just be more in your natural chemical state. This can be coming out of a cleanse as well, some kind of a body cleanse or nutritional cleanse, and just really letting your natural self shine through. And with the Ace of Pentacles right after that, I'm getting that this is a whole new start for your physical body in particular. It's a whole new start for your tangible reality. It might even be planting a seed of embarking on some new habits and routines that are very supportive for your body, your world, your finances, your home even. And it just feels like a win. I've never heard it that way from that card. Like there's some kind of a win coming through for you. So good job. And with the Strength card in the center of your reading, Scorpio, this is about taming your inner beast, making friends with your anger, and finding your courage. You know, being our authentic self, whether it's walking away from beer courage and just owning our own courage, or revealing who we truly are to others around us, that takes courage, you know, because we have a lot of conditioning to fit into a certain mainstream norm, and our families and friends who have known us a long time and expect us to show up in a certain way can sometimes feel really triggered if we don't. if we start to allow our authentic self to come through. So this is just coming through loud and clear for a lot of you. And with the Eight of Swords energy at the outcome here, this is about really looking at where your beliefs and maybe even your relationships around you have kept you contained. First and foremost, this always resides in ourselves and how we talk to ourselves, what we believe is possible. But this is showing a very, again, specific message of having to be small or feeling like that's where you're safe is, I'm even getting bowing down to other people's beliefs or perceptions. Never saw that in this card before, so hopefully this resonates. Please let me know in the comments if this is ringing true for any of you Scorpios viewing. The ultimate message of this card is that it's just a belief. Wherever we feel stuck or tamped down, compressed, or unable to stretch out is a perception. We always have the ability to get unstuck, and it's just realizing that, basically. So this month might be about you finding your courage to get unstuck, finding your courage to, you know, not play small in some of your relationships, personal, professional, romantic. Take it how it resonates for you, Scorpio. And then next we're looking at the Five of Pentacles energy here. And this is about feeling left out of the abundance or the crowd or the mainstream. And with this image in particular, it resonates with me, and I'm feeling I need to share with you to really take care of your inner child. Whenever we're breaking out of a mold, that mold might be where your inner child, or where you learned in childhood how to behave, served you in some way. And so really keeping your dialogue and your attention on your inner state, and asking yourself if you feel safe, if you need any comforting love. This can come in the form for adults of, you know, spending time with a friend that feels really nurturing, booking a massage, or taking yourself to a movie, whatever it might be for you that feels nurturing. Again, let me know in the comments, and that might be helpful for other people to read as well, to spark ideas of how to really nurture oneself. Because if you are stepping out into your strength again, it can feel scary, and it can even feel lonely if those around you aren't happy with it. And this is what I'm getting with this big reptile here. It just seems angry and mad at this mask coming off, like rawr. You might even be expressing anger that you didn't feel safe expressing to others, and again, that can feel scary. Because so many of us were conditioned to hold in our emotions, whatever they might be, even including joy, believe it or not, can really be triggering to parents and caretakers for whatever wounding they have or whatever they might be going through in their lifetime when they might have given you that message. So that's what's coming through loud and clear, to just really take care of yourself and make sure that you know you're there for yourself. Make sure your inner child knows that you have his or her back, okay? And the Artist here is unique to this deck. This card for me is so multifaceted. And what I'm getting for this reading for you, Scorpio, is understanding now that you are in complete control of designing your own reality and revamping your beliefs, and dreaming in a life without limitations, dreaming in your best version of yourself without limitations, without fear, fear of being hurt, fear of being rejected, fear of lack, whatever it might be, however it might manifest in its many ways. But you are the author of your own story. So regardless of what story you've been living in or what script you've been following, you get to write the script now. And I'm getting, even hearing, it's time for you to take charge. And putting pen to paper, journaling, writing things out might help you get more clarity, whether it's looking back at the past, your childhood, things that maybe are coming up for you. Again, some old wounding. Look at this mother, really, they look down and out on their luck, and they're just bonding together and hoping to make it through some troubling times. So if parts of this month feel troubling, again, writing that out might kind of get it out of your system and get it out of your focus, and then writing out what your dream life would look like, what your dream job would look like, what would your dream relationship look like, or all of the above, because you are creating your future, without a doubt. And grounding is important too. Making sure that you're connecting to earth energy, feeling your feet on the ground outside. It happens naturally just by putting your feet on the grass, or meditation, stones, intending it, asking for help, however that works for you, Scorpio. All right, let's finish up with a oracle message to tie everything together. And we have the Elemental Empath deck here that wants to bring your message, Scorpio. If this is resonating with you, please hit the like button. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have, thank you. I really appreciate all of you. And I would love to see my channel grow, get more exposure, so that I may continue to do these readings for you, which I enjoy. And it's free. Okay. Balance, stillness, sensitivity. Okay. Balance. Tune into this image and see how it resonates for you, Scorpio. Stillness. Talked about meditation, grounding, really connecting with your body and the earth. Sensitivity. Okay, so let's look at the deeper messages here underneath for you, Scorpio. On the balance card, it says, all is connected. Balance extremes, inner and outer. And I really feel that that's the overall theme here. I said, making friends with your anger. This could also be your fear. But just finding some middle ground, acknowledging and allowing yourself to be where you are. And bringing things more into a centered space. And again, that can come very easily by meditation practice, breath work, even just closing your eyes and taking your sensory perception away, your visual perception, so that you can tune into your other senses, might be very helpful for you, just as a quick way of kind of recentering if things feel like they're just getting too far out of control. And it also says inner and outer. So remember, what we're experiencing in our inner world is going to show up in our outer world. So pay attention. If things look crazy out here, tune into how can I balance myself more in those ways that are being reflected around me. And that includes globally. We all are working out a lot of our inner chaos, and it's not just happening at certain places in the world, it's inside all of us as well. And under stillness, the detailed message is calm the mind, overthinking, observe, and awareness. So when we're running in our thoughts, oh, it just can be so draining. But if we can take a step back or a step up and kind of look down at the big picture, observe what's going on, observe our thoughts, we're going to have more awareness and more ability to tune into how to engage with our lives, whether it's being retreating or whether it's taking action in whatever way it might show up for you. But stillness is going to be the key for you this month to just keep checking in with yourself and observe your mental space, your emotional space, and check in with your inner child as well, so that you know what it is you need to manage this time, to manage this energy in the most optimal way. Sensitivity is what it sounds like. It's very emotional. It's the water element, as you are familiar with, Scorpio. And underneath it says validate self. Vulnerability is strength, and projections. All right. So the projections, let's talk about that first, because that's what I was picking up on with this. This might be a reaction around you to you being in your truth. We all like to project onto others what our truth is, and we feel uncomfortable when it doesn't reflect back to us from others if it shows up in a different way. So those are other people's beliefs that they put on us, and we do it as well. So just being aware of your projections as well as when others are projecting on you, and that will come from taking time in stillness occasionally to check in with yourself. But you'll know, regarding sensitivity, where do you feel triggered? Where do you feel afraid? Where do you feel like, ooh, maybe I should stay small because this is uncomfortable, this is frightening, or I'm feeling people turning away from me or not as close to me. What does that mean to you? And where can you grow in that? Where can you develop your own relationship with yourself and your emotional landscape in a way that you feel safe being in your feelings and being in your truth, regardless of what other people are feeling and what their truth is? That's the real challenge, I think, and that might be coming up for some of you this month, Scorpio. Validating yourself is important, and again, that's really key, especially when you tune into your inner child of, okay, I'm feeling rejected right now. What do I do about it? Do I go engage with the people or situations or community that might be projecting rejection onto me? Do I try to change it out there? Or is this more something I want to address inside and taking care of my feelings and being the parent to myself, or the adult, if you will, in this scenario of, okay, I'm feeling wounded and I'm feeling like these people weren't fair, or they're judging me, or whatever it might be. You can be the adult and talk to yourself and validate yourself in the way that you wish to be by others. And quite frankly, when we do that, and when we do that more regularly, coincidentally or not, that's what'll show up through others, and in our outside world. We'll get more of that coming back to us. So I think that's how you can really work with the energy. Sounds like a lot of growth for you this month, and like it might be a tender time as well. So be gentle with yourself is the final message coming through for you, Scorpio. Remember, hit the like button if you haven't already, and you may book a session with me at intuitivegardentarot.org. Otherwise, thank you for watching through to the end, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.